Yeah, what's good, y'all? Latrell, Push Start POV, the best POVs on YouTube. Today, I got a new fishbowl for y'all with Wisconsin plates. We got this 2023 Toyota Camry SE. But yeah, I want you to go ahead and check this thing out, man, because like I never reviewed a Toyota before, and I've been wanting to review a Toyota for a grip now. It's not the latest out, it's not like a 25 or nothing like that, but this is cool. Also, I gotta say my bad about the wind noise. So Toyota is probably like, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of been hesitant on Toyota, even though like, you know, I heard all this good stuff about it. Only probably because I just used to Honda, you know what I'm saying? So like I ain't really know nothing about Toyota. And then I kind of started learning about Toyota when I started driving this Lexus, and now I'm kind of like, okay, I can get with this now. But yeah, we got a 2023 Toyota Camry. I got the hazard lights on, so you can see over here that we do got some like turn signals here in the mirror, so I love to see that. Over here, you can see we got the incandescent lights, so ain't gonna be, you know, no LEDs and nothing like that except for like the headlights, even though these could be HIDs. But I know y'all finna get on my ass because I know it's dirty, whatever else, but I'll clean it for the B-roll, all right? Now, something else I didn't even really realize about Toyota is that they got some of the best gas mileage out there, so I'll tell you that in a second. But you can see over here, if I go ahead and open this up real quick while I show you around this car, you gotta go ahead and open that up to open up the gas cap. So we got this over here. It's not gonna be capless and nothing like that. You do got a cap on here, so that's an L, but it is what it is. But yeah, you can see this white color over here. When it is washed, it is hidden for sure. The wheel is pretty basic, but it is what it is, because the starting price on this, I think, is like $28,000. Let me check my phone to make sure, and it is starting at $27,860 brand new. Now, I wouldn't recommend brand new, but that's how much to start brand new. Get a used car. But yeah, grabbing the key fob, which I think I still got in here. No, I don't. Now, this is pretty garbage. So let me show you around here real quick. I'll show you the design and whatever else. So like I said, you got your turn signals here in the mirrors, and over here you got a pretty decent design. I like it, me personally, but that's just me. You can't see it do get dirty pretty quick, so I'm gonna have to go and bring this thing through a car wash. And just looking around here, I don't know, I like the accents and whatever else. I like how the white and the black go good together. And you can see over here we got these wheels. So these is gonna be some 18-inch tires here by Toyota, and I'm just looking over here and it look like we got the Sure Drive brand. I ain't never heard that before, but it could just be like from where I got it from. It might not be factory. I don't think it is factory, but if you look here in the back, we got Camry, we got a backup camera right there, and then we just got our exhaust, obviously. And then I got a couple people telling me, they was like, what's this supposed to be? I mean, I'm feeling it, me personally. But the only problem I got with this Camry so far is that it ain't got no type of like keyless entry or nothing like that. You need to go ahead and unlock it from here. And then to go ahead and start it, you put it in the ignition. So you ain't got no push start or nothing like that, where it should be right here, but it ain't. But you know what, bro, enough talking for right now. We gotta go ahead and drive this thing real quick. And by the way, you do got LED brake lights, so just to let y'all know that right there. And let me go and turn that off. Let me actually, you know what, hold up, I'm getting ahead of myself. So I just want y'all to check this out real quick. Check out the interior. Yes, this came with the Toyota too. No, I'm just playing. No, I bought that myself, but I'm looking at the interior right here, and not gonna lie, it's kind of basic. Now, when I looked at the screen at my first time, I was like, damn, that look kind of old. But you know, I think it's just because of the price of this thing, and also like it got some cheaper things like this mirror over here. You're not gonna have auto dimming. You gotta go and put that down if you want to go make the lights brighter or dimmer behind you. You got some other things over here, like, I mean, you do got some LED interior lights, so that's dope. Even for the mirror, I thought that was pretty dope too. But you're gonna get your analog clusters and all that, so that's dope. I actually like that. I don't like all these like screens and all that they be putting up in these cars. Like, I ain't feeling it. But I mean, we got some regular controls over here. Like, we don't got no type of seat warmer, no coolers, and nothing like that, and so that's an ill. But I can go ahead and turn on my auto high beams and turn them off. I got my traction control, I can turn it off. I can go and open the gas tank in the hood, which by the way, there's also no button on the hood, so you got to go ahead and open it up in here or the key fob, so that's an L too. But just looking over here, we also got some controls. Like, we got our eco, normal, we got our sport, and then we got our park, reverse, neutral, drive, and then we got this over here to go and put in this manual mode. Now it's for the slower gear manual, I'm pretty sure it is. We actually got paddle shifters in here, so you can put this thing in a manual mode, and that's dope. I did not expect the manual mode up on here. And also, I'm gonna go and show you this too, but we got other features over here. Like, we got our adaptive cruise control, so we do got a lot of dope features up in here, a lot of tech. We got our lane keep assist over here. We can go and adjust how far we want the car to go ahead and follow another car with the adaptive cruise control. And you know what, this is gonna be a terrible thing to me go and do, but I'm going ahead and turn off this AC for a second, even though it's hot out here. And actually, you know what? It ain't even that bad. It's like 73 out right now. Cause I ain't gonna lie, it's been hot as hell out here, but I'm just riding this thing right now, sitting in these seats, which is like no leather, nothing like that. This is regular cloth seats, and they feel decent. These is gonna be some actual like electric seats. That's gonna be manual over here. The passenger gonna get manual. You're gonna get some regular like electric seats, and then also you don't have any type of profiles or anything for your seats. But you also got some more features over here. Like I got this SOS button, so I'm pretty sure you can go ahead and connect this to an app if you want to. But also, let me go ahead and grab my iPhone over here, or I could go and plug in my Galaxy, but it's dead right now. We do got wired Android Auto and CarPlay, so I'm feeling that. And if I go and roll down my windows, I just want a little breeze real quick, bro. Let's go and floor it a little bit. I'm gonna go and hit the sport button. I'm flooring it now. I'm gonna just go and roll that up actually. It's not too bad. It's not as bad as I thought, but I'm gonna have to go and show you that when we get on the highway. I'm gonna go and show you like the handling and all that. I'm gonna go and show you the stopping distance. I'm gonna try to show y'all the stopping distance. Now here's a big L that I ain't really getting with so far. You can see this up here, right? We ain't got no type of sunroof or nothing like that. I don't like cars that ain't got no sunroof, but you can get a different trim and it do got a sunroof. This SE model just ain't gonna have no sunroof, so you just you stuck with that. But just riding this thing, listen to how I sound. I'm not really riding right now, but I mean, like when I was driving, it was quiet, and honestly, I don't know. Would it be quieter than that 2018 Honda Accord? It might be, but at the same time, no, I don't really know if that's a fair comparison because that's a 2018 and this is a 2023. But that's the only experience I got with a Honda Accord was that 2018, and that's quiet to me, and I feel like this is probably even quieter than that. Now, let me go ahead and get over here, and I'm gonna try to floor it, but I don't know about all this traffic, bro. Like, this shit crazy. But, you know what? Let's go and hit a hard turn. They probably looking at me crazy right now, but you heard all that screeching, right? I mean, that was actually pretty decent for a front wheel drive car, because this is front wheel drive, so I would honestly be concerned like for the winter or something like that when it's actually snowing and all that, because I'm in Wisconsin, all right? It snows and it get wicked out here, but like this last winter wasn't even that bad. Now let's go and talk about that gas mileage real quick. So you're gonna get 28 miles per gallon city and you're gonna get 39 for the highway. So honestly, that's probably some of the best I heard, but it still ain't even as good, or was it? How good was that Nissan Versa I was driving? Or was it with the Sentra? I don't even remember which kind it was. I think it was a Versa. But I swear to God, bro, that Nissan Versa barely had enough horsepower to move his own weight. Like, that shit was sad. And it was a small ass car. This is a mid-size, but that was just, I don't know, man. Now, keep in mind, I can't really say too much about the loudness of the cabin noise or whatever. It feel like it's quiet to me, but it also could be the tire noise. I can't really judge right now. But damn, look at that Maxima. That shit clean, man. I miss that Maxima. Fuck, I miss my Maxima. But all right, let's see. Let's get going a little bit. But yeah, I love this Toyota Camry like a lot more than I thought. When I was driving this Camry, I was like, I don't know, man, but I ain't gonna hold you. So far, this might be like, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, right? Even though I love the Maxima, I love the Honda Accord, they just do it right. I see why everybody want to get a Toyota, because first off, it lasts for years, right? Like, you're not gonna have no problems with it. You're gonna have like maybe some smaller problems or whatever else. But Toyotas is like up there with reliability, right? Like, it got a lot of features. So I got my lane keep assist, I got my adaptive cruise control. So if I go and turn that on, it says radar ready. And I'm going way over the speed limit. Let me go and slow this down a little bit, but let me go and adjust the stopping distance. And like, it got all these features right here. I'm at 51,000 miles, and the gas tank, it seemed like the needle just like don't move. But also, just listen to the cabin noise for a second. I don't even hear shit for real. Like, obviously I hear it, but it's not even that loud. And just looking around here, like if you was over here trying to change lanes or whatever, you ain't got no type of blind spot monitoring. That's a big L for me, because I love my blind spot monitoring. But yeah, you got a lot of features, but you ain't got everything. You got to go and sacrifice some things like your sunroof or like your blind spot monitoring or whatever, unless you go to a higher trim. And like with a higher trim, you can go and get a Toyota Camry with a V6, so you ain't even got to use this 2.5 liter. Even with a V6, like, I feel like you're going to be able to use like a lot of miles out of this thing, and you ain't really going to have too many issues. It's gonna last you for a minute. I can merge lanes, not too much of a problem. I can get where I need to go. And this, what's this Porsche trying to get over here? Or this Genesis trying to get my lane. Did I say Porsche? Let's go ahead and play some music real quick. So I want y'all to hear these speakers, because the speakers ain't even that bad for real. I thought they was decent. Let me see what I want to go and play. Now I did turn up the bass and I turned up the treble. That ain't bad, shit. I can get with that. It get loud, bro. It get loud for sure. It starts to distort itself, but it still get loud, so I can respect that. And that's usually how I just go about my commute, bro. I just going ahead and driving. Probably got these windows down, which I don't know if I'm trying to keep up for too long, because with all that wind and whatever, it's just gonna fuck up the video. But like, I'm just blasting my music, man. I'm just vibing. I'm just doing my thing for real. But yeah, the Toyota Camry, I ain't gonna hold you. This is probably one of the best experiences I had with a car, like, ever. I love the Toyota Camry. And I only had this for like, what, maybe 2 weeks now? Actually, you know what? We gonna put this lane changing to the test. Come on, bro. Fuck. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let me through, let me through, let me through. Put it in the manual. Put it in the manual. Let's go and turn that music down. You hear that? And the paddle shifters, they got a nice little noise to it. Now, let's listen to that turn signal for a second. I ain't gonna lie, that's a little quieter than I would like it, but I can still get, I can get jiggy with it. And man, I just gotta tell y'all real quick, just having this right here, the Eco, the Normal, the Sport, is so convenient because I could just have my hand already resting here and these buttons is already here. Like, I love the placement of this. Now, I'm gonna go put this in Sport. Actually, you know what? Nah, put this in manual. This, oh shit, damn nigga. Oh yeah, I love these paddle shifters. Just listen to that engine. Hold on, let me get maybe the downshift. Wait for it. Ah yeah. Yeah, I love the sound of that. And imagine doing like, I don't know, maybe a muffler delete or something. That would go crazy, as long as it don't sound like no tin can or something. But me personally, like the Toyota Camry is known to like save gas and all that, so that's why I'll put it in manual like that, unless I really need to go somewhere or I'm just really trying to hear how that sounds. It does its job in automatic perfectly fine, bro. So honestly, I think you don't really even need to use the paddle shifters, but I still like that as the. Now, I just want to go and hear that again. I'm not even gonna put it in Sport, but let me go on downshift. I just want to hear these downshifts. It won't let me. There you go. Yeah. Downshift. Hold on. Yeah. I like that. Hold on. Now, my only thing is I can't figure out how to put this thing back in automatic. Like, do I shift it to here, back to drive? Like, that's the only way I could think of. But I'm just being straight up with y'all, man. Like, I am gonna be so sad when I gotta go and get this Toyota Camry back. Like, I'm already spoiling the review, but I don't care. This is probably the best car review so far. And I'm not talking for everybody right now. I'm just talking for myself. This is probably like the best car that I definitely reviewed so far. Cause you know what? It's a Toyota Camry, so it's already popular enough. And I feel like if you want to do some mods or whatever, that aftermarket is gonna go crazy for this Camry. Cause you know what? I already seen it in person. I seen a bunch of modded Toyota Camrys where they went ahead and changed out like the turn signals for the rear lights and whatever, and like they did some pretty dope shit with this. I'm just saying, the Toyota Camry probably like my biggest surprise ever. It's like I can definitely see myself daily driving this, even with its issues that I don't like so far. Like, it ain't got no type of blind spot monitoring, it don't got none of that shit, it don't got like no sunroof or no moonroof or anything, but I could get around that because I already know, like with the Toyota Camry, like I got all these pros about it that I could overlook all that. Now let's go and do a quick honk test. It's, I don't know, I heard better, but I can get down with that too. Can we make this light? Please make this light. And we made it, cool. Hold on. I have to go and do my pass.
Approaching a railroad crossing.
So do pass for passes. And also, I want to say real quick, I love how Toyota did their infotainment system. Now, like, I just want to say real quick, this thing is like super slow. It feels laggy when I plug in the CarPlay and all that, so I ain't feeling that. But I like, for example, I can see like my range or whatever on this screen, and I can go ahead and use a few other different controls, but that ain't what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the navigation. So Toyota got like their own thing where it's kind of weird, and I don't know if I like this or not, because sometimes the navigation be too quiet, but you got to go over here to the menu. You got to go over to setup. go to, I think it's voice, and then you gotta turn the voice up. And that's how you gonna turn the navigation up. And I found it out with the Lexus, but with every other car that I've driven, you just go ahead and turn up the volume whenever it's speaking. And that's how you keep the volume up or down or whatever you wanna do. That's how you control it. With the Toyota Camry, you gotta go to the setup and then change the voice volume. So that shit don't really make that much sense to me, but I like that because if I go over here, it's back to CarPlay, so let me go and do that. If I'm navigating, right, I wanna go and navigate and I'm listening to my music. What I hate about cars is a lot of them do the same shit where I'm listening to my music and then turn the music way down just so it can start speaking for my navigation. I don't like that. I want it to speak, but I don't want it to interrupt my music. You can turn it down a little bit, but don't just completely ruin the vibe, bro. And I'll give you an example here. So let me go ahead and navigate somewhere random. So let's say I want to navigate to Milwaukee.
Let's take I-94 West.
You see how they turning down the music? You see how they just turn down the music and interrupt what I'm listening to? I like it that way. And by the way, shout out to Kendrick, he's still over here dissing Drake. It's so crazy, bro. Now let me go and roll down these windows. Let's start driving a little bit. Let me put this thing in sport and only L so far, and again, you can change this by getting a different trim. Look at that Camry over here. I can get a different trim and, oh shit, I was not gonna make that. I can get a different trim and I don't have to drive a front wheel drive car. You know what I'm saying? And they also got different models over here where you can get, like that one right there. She got a hybrid Toyota Camry. This ain't gonna be a hybrid car, it's just gonna be fully gas. So I don't know how you feel about that, but you have to get a different trim if you want a hybrid car. And I'm pretty sure with the highest trim Toyota Camry, you can only get it in hybrid. You don't even got like an only gas. What the fuck are you doing, bro? And I'm pretty sure with the highest trim Toyota Camry, you can only get it in hybrid. You don't even got like an only gas. What the fuck are you doing, bro? All right, so it's a new day and I want to go and test out this U-turn over here. So let me go and wait for this car and let's see how good of a turning radius do we get. Honestly, I think that's better than the Honda Accord. That's actually decent, damn. Now real quick with that steering, it feels light, but it don't feel as light as something like that Honda Accord. Cause that Honda Accord, that's what it got. I can steer this thing with like one finger. I can't do that with the Toyota. Now the response, I mean, it's decent. It's just not that light. All right, let's get on this highway then. See how this is. Merging on the highway in my 2023 Toyota Camry. Just gonna put this thing in sport. Come on, get me over here. Get me there. There you go. There you go. There you go. Wonder how loud it is if I roll down the windows here. Woo! Super loud. Super loud. We're gonna run that back up right there. Yeah, we can't do that. Not in this video. That's too loud for me. Wait for my 0 to 60 test. All right, go. Go, go, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want to say about 7 seconds, 7 unprofessional seconds, but 7 seconds regardless. All right, nobody's around, so we're gonna stop right here. And now let's go ahead and do it. So start now. And I got it in sport. And I'm watching 60. So we got, let's see, 7.67 seconds. And now that we're going 60, I want to go and do the brake test. So full force. Woo, what was that, like 3 seconds? Damn, I would say more like 2 seconds, but goddamn, that was something. I just wish I could do a little bit more of the handling though. Like maybe here at this roundabout, I could try to do something. Like, let's see here. Oh shit, is this car coming? Fuck, it is. Let's see here. Let's hit a little razzle dazzle. Ah, yeah. They ain't do too bad. Now, obviously, you can't expect this Toyota Camry to do something amazing when you're over here doing handling, but damn, okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought. All right, so now also, as you can see, that fits perfectly there in my cup holder, no issues with that. Obviously, my big old 32-ounce hydro flask ain't gonna sit up in there. Now, this car do got one real annoying thing over here. So it's actually a thing with the cruise control, right? So I'll be using the cruise control and I'll be sitting in something like this traffic, right? But like when I go ahead and turn it on, it stops at like what, 15 miles an hour or something like that before you gotta take over. That's dumb as hell in my opinion. So I couldn't even use it in some traffic like this because like the Honda Accord, for example, it'll just tell you when the traffic stops and then you can just press a button to get it going again. And I'm pretty sure the Lexus wasn't even like that. The Lexus RX wasn't like that, and this Toyota Camry shouldn't even be like that. Hey, can I get a car wash code? That's crazy. I remember I was right here in the Honda Accord and I slammed my finger in the car door and I ran inside because it was like gushing out blood. All right, let me see over here. 02353. Cool. That would be the biggest L in history if I left these windows rolled down during the car wash. So I just go inside, I guess? Is that what I do? Because the screen was off. And like, I think it was broken. Is there something satisfying about just sitting in the car wash like that? I think so, bro. Oh wait, why is this on? But yeah, I think so. All right, let me see what this look like. And I already immediately rolled up the window and I just did that by accident, but that look better to y'all? Look better than me. Since that one dude had to complain I ain't washed the car in the last video. Let me get this car parked over here, cause all I got is that backup camera, so I ain't got no other type of camera, nothing like that, which I'm cool with that. It is what it is. But we ain't even got no sensors or nothing, which is crazy. No parking sensors. Now let me go and turn this off, and I ain't even show y'all under the hood, so let me go show you under the hood real quick. All right, bet. So let me go and show you that engine we was talking about. So where's it? I just washed it, by the way, so yeah, we looking good now. So putting that down right there, cause there's nowhere else to put it. Is this the right area? Or is that even it? Just want to give y'all a quick little look at that 8-speed automatic 2.5 liter with the 203 horsepower. So, I mean, it's pretty like plain and basic, but it is what it is. It honestly looked better than I thought. So let me go and put that back right there. So now let me go ahead and turn on the hazards again so I can go show y'all a little bit with that. So just a quick little rundown again around the car. We don't got no sunroof or nothing, but we got the tires. We got, as you can see here, those incandescent lights. But let me go and show you a little bit inside the car. So I ain't even do too much, but we're gonna go run through this again. So as you can see, we got our automatic windows over here. We got our left and our right, so we're gonna adjust the mirrors like that. We got some basic controls over here, like we got our auto high beams. We got our traction control turned off and turned on. We can go and open our hood right there, and then we can go and open our gas cap. Also, as you can see, if I go ahead and grab this key fob, because I forgot about that. If I go ahead and do this, because that's how you go ahead and turn this car on. Let me go and put that in right there. And as you can see, we have our little computer here in the middle. So as you can see, we got our analog odometer and speedometer. We got our screen here in the middle, so we can go and change our trip, and like we can see our, I don't know, computer messages or whatever else. We can go and mess with that if we want to. We got my Apple CarPlay I just pulled up. So as you can see here, we got our Toyota Infotainment. So, you know, it's kind of slow, but it is what it is. And then we just got this outdated screen, man. But over here, you can see that we got a climate control, so it can just go ahead and configure itself right there. We don't need to go ahead and manually switch it to, like, I don't know, like to face head on or just do like cool your feet or whatever. We got our defroster, we got everybody's seat belts, and then just looking around here, we just kind of got a basic interior. So we got some fake stitching, we have some plastic, and I mean, like, honestly, I don't mind the interior too much. Like, it don't bother me. Like I showed y'all with the seats, these ain't gonna be leather or nothing like that. These just gonna be our regular cloth seats, and then we can go ahead and adjust that right there. We got our cup holders, which ain't really gonna hold my hydro flask, because that's a big hydro flask, man. I ain't really found a car that's gonna do it yet for me. But we can see here, we got our armrest, and inside the armrest, we have these covers. But if you check this out, we got USB-A and we got USB-C. And inside the armrest itself, we got a decent amount of space. So closing that up, now we got the glove box. As you can see here, there's a decent amount of space in there too. So cool. Also, you can see in the front, this is what I use for my CarPlay, but I got USB-A, and then you got a regular outlet right there. Like I said, we got a PRND, we got an Eco, normal, and then we got a sport button. At the top, we got our SOS button. So this SOS button, I'm pretty sure is part of the process to go ahead and pair it to the Toyota app to go ahead and do your car management or whatever else. So also, what do we got over here? Vehicle data transmission is on. So that's just a Toyota thing. We can go and throw our glasses up in here. We got a bit of padding, so that's cool. We got our mirrors, so just slide that open. Bet yo! We got some storage over here, and then we got a parking brake, so we don't got no electronic parking brake or nothing like that. And let me go ahead and hop up out this car, and let me go and show you a little bit more. So let's just check out the back seat. I'm gonna show you the amount of room that we got back here. So, I mean, you can see here that like my knees is like, what am I, like 5'8", 5'9", something like that? I think I'm 5'9", that's what my doctor told me. But yeah, you can see right here, I got my knees like right up to this seat. So, I mean, I got some room, and then I could just scoot it up if I want to. But yeah, let me go ahead and put this up, because you can see here that we got some more cup holders back here. So DoorDash approved. So we actually got two ways you can go and hook up like a suit or whatever and hang it up. So that's cool. You can see over here, we got our lights. So that's going to be incandescent. That's not going to be LED like in the front. Checking out these pockets. We have a pocket right here. And what the hell is this? I couldn't even tell you, but we got a pocket on each seat. And like I told y'all, these gonna be automatic, as you can see, up and down. So love to see it, and it go all the way down. And then we just got some storage over here. So if I want to go and throw my phone in there, maybe. No, it's not gonna fit. But it look like we don't got no type of outlets back here, nothing like that. So that's a ill. But besides that, I think the only thing we got left for real is the trunk. So let me go and open this up. Just go and hold on to that. And I know with them Nissans, they got some like weird areas where you go ahead and open up the trunk. I don't understand it, but let me go ahead and show you this. So opening that up, you can see over here that we do got a spare, so love to see it. So I'm gonna put that back right there. We're gonna move that, so this is me. And if I go and pull this, let me show y'all. So I can put these seats down just like that. And then we got even more trunk space. So we working with 15.1 cubic feet of space. So honestly, that ain't the biggest I saw, but I mean, it's still better than a lot of cars, I ain't even gonna lie to you. But I mean, just looking here in the back, that's still just pretty much the same basic plastic or whatever else, nothing too special. And with that being said, I think that's pretty much it. And also, if you trap somebody in your trunk, they can get out, bro. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments below, man. I love this SC. I love the Toyota way more than I thought, bro. Like, this shit is clutch. And like I said, this thing starts at $27,860. So if you want to go and get one of these, I just generally don't recommend. I don't care what car it is. Do not get new. Get used, bro. Like, go to the car dealership, get you a certified pre-owned, or is that even what it's called? I don't know, man. But get you a used car, because I just think that's dumb to get a new car, because you lose all that value as soon as you take it off the lot. Go on Facebook Marketplace, do whatever you got to do, and even go to like a car rental spot, because they might even be selling a car, and they sell for kind of cheap, because you know, with all them car renting people, like, they like to just trash them cars. Well, not trash, but I think I would like this more than the Honda Accord. I ain't think I would be saying that, but I am. But all right, y'all, with that being said, I'm gone. I'm up out of here. Oh shit, I was finna floor it. Or can I now? Cool. Peace.